spirit will thrive. High side Okinawa, you're calling my name. A paradise of beauty, never the same. Your beaches whisper, your sky so wide. In your crystal waters my soul will glide. In your crystal waters my soul will glide. I boarded the plane, my heart took flight, dreaming of islands bathed in light. The ocean sparkles a sapphire hue. Okinawa, I'm coming to you. High side Okinawa, you're calling my name. A paradise of beauty, never the same. Your beaches whisper, your sky so wide. In your crystal waters my soul will glide. The sand is warm, the breeze so sweet, a dance of waves beneath my feet. Palm trees sway in a gentle cheer. Okinawa's magic draws me near. Oh, the stars, they shimmer like jewels at night. A canvas of dreams in the velvet twilight. I'll twirl neath the heavens, feel so alive. In Okinawa's glow, my spirit will thrive. High side Okinawa, you're calling my name. A paradise of beauty, never the same. Your beaches whisper, your sky so wide. In your crystal waters my soul will glide. Oh, the stars, they shimmer like jewels at night. A canvas of dreams in the velvet twilight. I'll twirl neath the heavens, feel so alive. In Okinawa's glow, my spirit will thrive. High side Okinawa, you're calling my name. A paradise of beauty, never the same. Your beaches whisper, your sky so wide. In your crystal waters my soul will glide. In your crystal waters my soul will glide. I boarded the plane, my heart took flight, dreaming of islands bathed in light.
morning, everyone, from beautiful, lovely day here in Okinawa. Just a short stream this morning. This early in the morning, unlikely. So welcome everybody who's tuned up. I did sort of throw in the schedule to start from 9:30, but 7:30. What am I doing? With the 9:30. I'm thinking we'll go through maximum 9:30. Is where I got that Freudian from. Because checkout here is 10, and don't really want to annoy anybody because I'm coming back. So yeah, not a lot happening on the air front. We did have a P8 Poseidon fly over earlier this morning on its way to Kadena, which is just to the south of us, airbase to the south of us. And so what I'll do is give you a bit of a look at the shipping news brought to you by Seki, OKA Aircraft Live. Yeah, morning, Fuzzy. I bought some fancy sunglasses yesterday. Unfortunately, they don't let me see my big monitor. I can still see the little one, but I cannot see the big monitor, so I'm going to take them off. Here we go. So the shipping news. Haven't seen any activity on the military front apart from that P8 flying into Kadena. I haven't touched anything, so let me know that the sound is good. Yeah, so a 5x5 on the sound front would be super. And you can see the islands in the background over there, still a little bit fuzzy out there. This morning we had beautiful rainbow, and it came right down and across the lagoon here in front of us, and that lagoon is still, the tide is still flowing out, so it's still emptying, so we're not going to see it fill up before we have to depart. So yeah, let me just 5x5. Thank you very much, Let's Camp. Brilliant. When I'm not being drowned out by jet engines. Okay. Right, let me see what I've got in the form of jet engines drowning us out. I have to go back into my studio inside, so be back with you in just a moment. Righto. Yeah, I think that might be road noise. So I'll just move the microphone back a little bit from the edge there. And swing around and get those couple of incoming ferries. So these are two for shot, Kev. Mountain Flights Live. And our first departure for the day. Japan Transocean Air. Behind the structural integrity pole. Right, okay, thanks mate. Yeah, now it makes a bit more sense. Yeah, so we've got a little bit going on the old shipping front. Let me see if we can. So yeah, Naha's reasonably busy. We had a massive cargo carrier come in with all the containers and stuff. Panda-san, ohayou gozaimasu, ohayou gozaimasu, arigatou, kochira koso, youkoso, youkoso. 今日はいい天気です。短いストリーム、今日はね、2時間かかる。9時半までちょうど、ホテルチェックアウトしています。9時半でございます。And yeah, so that clip that I played you right at the start there is Royal Dutch Air Force. Of course, it's not that in Dutch. I think I put it in the members stream what it actually is. It's just two words. Yeah, I don't really... Yeah, g'day Tucker. Good to see you, mate. You're in New Zealand, aren't you, mate? Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing okay on the shipping side, but let me just check out flight radar and see where our morning arrivals are going to be. We've got Transocean Air. So we've got a few departures look like they're warming up. We've got a Skymark. Looks like he's first down the end there. And then we've got Japan Airlines, or Transocean Air, which is basically Japan Airlines, and he's going to Ishigaki. Skymark 510 is going to Haneda. We've got JTA 50 going to Fukuoka, and we've got Ana, and he's going down to Miyako-jima, which is very nice, very, very nice. If I manage to, I'd really like to go and do a stream from there, maybe next year. So, yeah, let me see if we can get down to the end there and see if we can see any activity towards the takeoff point. We already had that Transocean Air depart a bit earlier. So yeah, it looks like Skymark's going to be the first one. And we can just see him now down there. Just see Skymark poking his nose out. And he'll be taking off towards us on 1-8 left. And yeah, so same operations as yesterday. It was only that very first day that they were running the 3-6 operation, which runs the opposite way, and was fortunate enough to grab that jet fighter takeoff. Yeah, very nice to see that. Yeah, early on, don't forget to hit the old like button. And no, it just bears repeating that liking is the absolute easiest thing that you can do to help us out. If you're on a mobile device, of course, close the chat, hit the thumbs up button, and then just tap on the chat to rejoin it, and yeah, you'll be golden, and we'll thank you very much. So just fill in whereabouts Skymark's going to Haneda, which is the busy airport in, well, it's sort of centralish Tokyo, and it's the busiest domestic airport in Japan. It beats out Narita and beats out Itami. 4 runways at Haneda, often running all 4 of them at once, and you can imagine it's pretty busy. It is a pretty busy airport, Haneda. Here in Okinawa, it can get pretty busy as well. As I was explaining to someone yesterday, in Obon, which is sort of, and Chiho-chan pointed out to us that runs from the 13th to the 16th this year. Sort of, it's always around about that 14th, 15th, that second week of August. Yeah, so this year from the 13th to the 16th, and Okinawa will be absolutely jammed. It will be full of people coming to Okinawa for a bit of a getaway from the metros, the big metros, Tokyo and Osaka. So he's headed off to Haneda. Whoops. Stay with us. Here we go. Lovely, lovely. And you can almost see the heart, make out the heart on the winglets of the Skymark. You always know you're on a Skymark when you look out at the winglets and you see a heart mark. So yeah, very, very nice of them to put that little touch in there. So next up we have JTA 601, and he's off to Ishigaki. Ooh, where's he going? I thought he was going next. Maybe. Okay, so yeah, he's had to cross, and he'll go down to the end. Right. Yeah. So he's sort of performing a bit of a U-turn because there's a bit of a bit of a traffic jam in front of him, with Anna having pushed out. Anna's sort of, when they push out, they sort of block gel from proceeding to the south. So it looks like JTA has had to push off. Oh, instead of that, our friend JTA 50 is off to from Okinawa to Fukuoka, and so he's pushed in front. So maybe there was a bit of method to that madness, rearranging of aircraft. So yeah, off to Fukuoka. Yes, here we go. That's the commercial version of something that I saw early on this morning. P8 Poseidon. Of course, they're quite a bit more sophisticated than the standard 737. With all sorts of electronics and things. So here's JTA 601 off to Ishigaki after that bit of a musical chairs arrangement. Ferry shot. And there we go, beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Great. And good lighting too, which is one of the reasons I think this airport hotel location is better than Senegajima hotels. They may be closer to the runways, but one job, Seki. Concentrate on following the aircraft, focusing on the aircraft. Here we go. Lovely behind that structural integrity pole, which is keeping me up here on the 12th floor of the airport hotel, Airport View Hotel, here in beautiful and sunny, it has to be said. Looks like a 767 to me, that guy. So yeah, that's not a 733, that's a 767, almost certainly. I see where he is. Right. So that's JAL 900, and it's got a V on the end, which may indicate that it's a one of those relocation flights where they are manoeuvring people around. And he's joined from an intersection, so maybe he is fairly empty. Certainly not starting right down the end of the runway. Okay. So let's see. Don't see 767s in New Zealand apart from that hot dog freighter that we've got, which is DHL. You see that in Christchurch. And a low takeoff profile too. Thank you very much for doing that. I imagine he's fairly empty. And right in the structural integrity column. And whip you around. Focus on the sky so that it don't give you whiplash. And that's Anna, and Anna's off to Fukuoka this morning. There's 1200. What a nice round number. Let me just catch up with you in the chat. See what's going on. G'day, Robbie Batista. Yeah, doing well, mate. Yeah, everything is coming up roses, apart from having to check out of this hotel. As I was saying earlier, I would happily stay here for the entirety of my duration of my stay here in Okinawa. I would be happy to stay here. I don't know about Mrs. Seki though. She's going to get a little bit tired of. So you're a YouTuber, so you're streaming now, and yeah, it certainly cuts into the day. So last year I sort of worked the morning and let her get on with whatever she wanted to do, and we did stuff in the afternoons together. But this year, it's sort of YouTubing, and then seeing what we can do. Right, another one out the door. And here's yet another ferry for you. Get your heart out. Wellington Flights Live. Big ferry coming in from, I'm gonna say somewhere like Kagoshima, RKK. Kagoshima is an adjoining province here in Japan, even though it's quite a long way north. Kagoshima actually comes quite far south. They include a bunch of offshore islands, including the island of Tanegashima, which is where Japan's space agency, JAXA, have their launch facility. I went there last year, and it is brilliant. Look, they say Mahia is a beautiful launch spot, but I tell you what, Tanegashima will give it a run for its money. Better surfing beaches probably, definitely warmer, but Tanegashima is where they have JAXA have their launch facility, and they have a bit of a space museum there, and they invite school kids to come and learn all about space and aero stuff and all the rest of it. flying to Mexico July 31st. Cool, man. Cool. That is so good. And your brothers are taking their girlfriends for the first time in years. What's going on with the old brothers and their girlfriends, mate? They found a stable relationship, have they? So that's all good. The possibility of girlfriends turning into sort of a more permanent status or something. Yeah, I might throw a few more stops of filter on that, because that was fairly bright coming down there. Transocean, yeah. Party at the hotel. Isn't it party always at the hotel, mate? You don't want to have a party in the parking lot, I can tell you. That invites all sorts of trouble. Right, let me just catch up with flight radar, see what we've got left. Okay, so we've got Solar Seed going to Kagoshima, and we've got the first of our dashies, and he will be going out to Kumejima almost certainly. I really don't even have to check, even though it's got Okinawa to NA, I'm pretty certain that it's Kumejima. A trip that I wanted to do a few years ago, but unfortunately COVID got in the way. Yeah, COVID wrecked a lot of people's travel plans. There you go, beautiful. Okay. So it's only about 20 minutes off to Kumejima. So it's about the same as from Wellington to Blenheim. And they do that with a Dash Q400, so they got a little bit of, oh, crikey. There we go. Yeah. So they have a little bit more freight space in the Dash than if they used just a tiny little cigar-like prop plane. Here's Solar Seed. The Solar Seed are the ones going to Kagoshima, which is the southern part of Kyushu. They have a local volcano. It's active. We know so because we went to Kagoshima on the way to get to Tanegashima to take a jet foil to go to Tanegashima last year. We arrived at the jet foil terminal, walked inside, and a few moments later there was this massive boom and the entire building shook like one thing. We thought it was an earthquake, but it was only really one violent shake, and that was the sonic boom from the Sakurajima volcano, which is just across the bay, blowing its stack. Yeah, of course, all the tourists were over to the windows and out with their cameras and taking photographs and videos and all the rest of it. And the locals weren't much fazed, so you could easily pick out the tourists from the locals just by their reaction to the Sakurajima blowing its stack. But by crikey, it really got our attention, yeah, we were videoing it for quite then they sent out a Coast Guard helicopter to check it out after about sort of I'm going to say about half an hour before they sent that Coast Guard helicopter out. Okay, so next we've got Anna 1732, and he's going to Kansai, which is KIX, which is the major international airport in Kansai, which is the Osaka region. Sort of about, I'm going to say one third-ish of the way up the main island of Honshu. So there we go. This is off to Kansai. Gear up. Almost didn't fail that time. And there we go. Okay. And that seems to have cleared the decks. Isn't that good? So we'll give you the obligatory view of the control tower. So there we go. I'll pop back over into the chat and see what you're getting up to. Great, 12 people have clicked on the like button. They've found where the like button is. Fantastic, that's brilliant. You will have some food in Mexico, mate. Scary story, mate. We went through the Christchurch earthquakes. That was pretty, sobering. And the Christchurch earthquakes, basically they started, I think we had sort of initial one in 2010, and then we had a big one which unfortunately caused a few fatalities in 2011. And then we got a sequence, ever-decreasing sequence, going on after that for about, I'm going to say a couple of years, where we would get fairly frequent aftershocks. So, coming from Christchurch, that's what we initially thought. We thought it was an earthquake because the entire of the jet foil terminal building shook, but it only shook once, whereas with an earthquake it would shake and shake and shake and shake. Doubtless they get earthquakes in Kagoshima, but on this particular occasion it was the sonic boom from Sakurajima across the way. And I wish I had my video camera, this video camera that I'm using to do the live stream. I wish I had had it trained on Sakurajima at that time. More shipping news for you. There you go. Welcome everybody to the show. If you can give us a like, please do so. If you're on a mobile device, that means just close the chat window, hit the thumbs up button, then you can rejoin the chat. If you're on a TV set, it might be a little bit more difficult. But might be a browser situation. But if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be just awesome. So yeah, bit of shipping news. Let me see if I can find our first incoming. What tends to happen is all those early flights head out, and they go, of course, to the mainland in some of the outer islands, and then we get our incoming flights. And let me see if I can find one. There's Skymark from Nagoya to Okinawa, and he's looking at about, well, he's about half an hour away, which is a little bit. Would have thought there would have been somebody a bit closer than that. Usually the first ones in are coming from Fukuoka, which is quite a bit closer. Let me get you on that ship again. So yeah, just to bring you up on the accommodation front, we're here at the Hotel Airport View Naha, 12th floor, affordable by metro standards. Going to say Sydney and Melbourne hotel, it's an absolute bargain. Less than half the money you'd spend at the likes of Ridges at Sydney for a suite, and pretty nice. We've got the kitchen, and we've got separate laundry and bathroom, and living room. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a nice setup, and as I said, I'd happily have stayed here if I had been able to secure it for longer, but I was only able to get the few days that we have, and then we're moving down the coast a little bit into Itaman, which is still close to the airport, but not as close as and not as advantageous a viewing position as we've got here. I'm going to show you where I am thinking of trying to set up. So I'll go around to Senagajima. So this is Senagajima over here, and this hotel has got an outdoor viewing platform up the top, okay, which is cool and all that, but I don't know about access, so I'm going to go over and ask them. Other than that, there's the Umakaji Terrace, which is around the corner from that building there, and carrying on around the outside are a bunch of terraces, and they have shops sort of running all the way around the terrace level of Senagajima. It's about 3 or 4 levels. Yeah, I think about 4 levels, and on the top level, talked to a shop there and sort of said, hey, what's the story about using your roof? Because of course they've all got sort of fairly flat roofs, and they've got sort of picnic areas on the top, and they sort of said, oh well, we don't actually own that space, but we think it's sort of public space, and you can go up there and do whatever you like. So I'm hopeful. The only issue I have is I haven't managed to get a decent internet connection through cellular connection yet. So that's my only problem that I can see. I went to a store yesterday and had a look at a Rakuten mobile router, little baby one, and yeah, Rakuten have reputation as being the best, the fastest mobile providers in Japan, which is great. The only problem is you need to have an account with them. And I don't have a Japanese address, but yeah, I would really like to get one of those little mobile routers and start using it for doing my live streams. I ordered one from CD Japan, and it proved disappointing. I will use the word disappointing. It arrived with a flat battery, so I wasn't too impressed. And then the speeds that I got out of it were just poor. So just not up to 4K aircraft live standards, which we need for getting our 4K feed up to YouTube. Let me recheck the incoming. I seem to have a few more activities. Ryukyu Air Commuter. Okay. It's another dash. And right, so there's a couple of dashes down there. Not really enough to call it a nest, but there's a couple sort of milling around down there, maybe doing a bit of a dance. Yeah, so we'll have a bit of a look around. Okay, so we've got a few military, sort of civilian type military aircraft up. One is a Cessna Citation Encore with the call sign Magic 02. It's the United States Marine Corps, and that's operating out of Kadena by the looks of things. So yeah, nothing as exciting as a C-17. We haven't seen a C-17, but we have got over here on the runway is Maritime Patrol aircraft. So there's our first military that we've been able to stream for you. Of course, we got the P-8 Poseidon going into Kadena. I wasn't able to bring that to you on the stream, but I certainly captured it, so yeah, I will be making that available to you later. Sort of passed over and then did a bit of a turn go into Kadena, as they do. They seem to use Okinawa as a bit of a waypoint to get into Kadena, so they overfly it, then do a bit of a bank, bit of a turn. Ooh, he might just stay visible for us for a while. Okay, so he's not going behind the structural integrity column. Yay! Small victory for us. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Now, having seen that patrol aircraft go out, sometimes when they send out, well, the other day the situation was they sent out the patrol aircraft first, like before 6 o'clock. It was. I wasn't up yet. Yeah, and they sent that out, and then after that they started sending out the fighters, and yeah, that was really exciting to see the fighters sort of start showing up. I don't know if they're on the go today, but yeah, we'll certainly bring them to you if we see them. Swallowed up by the structural integrity. Come on. Let's see if I can see anybody else down here. Somebody should be coming out shortly, so we'll just do a bit of a wide shot until we can the second of those dashes should be on its way shortly, and then we've got that Nagoya flight coming in, and he's Skymark 551. It shouldn't be that far away. So, let's see where the dash is. Yep, you can just make out the tail moving there above the hangar, military hangars. And just poking his nose out. Terrific. You can see one of the fast ferries off out in, well, it's not really a ferry, it's a fast boat out in the background there. Oh, what have we got? Right there. That is not on flight radar because it's military. Who knew? And yeah, that's great. Good to see you, mate. Thanks very much for coming and making yourself known to us. Yep, and he's gone behind another structural integrity column, which is keeping me up here on the 12th. Another ferry. So we've got ferries up wazoo. Loads and loads and loads of them. What I might do is go into here and go into bring it up. It's not working. It's not working, Jim. Not working at all. It's disappointing. So I wonder, oh, Ryukyu Air Commuter, I missed you. Missed your takeoff. Too busy focusing on. There we go. Ryukyu Air Commuter. And gone. Yeah, too busy trying to get a bit of a chat thing to work. Doesn't look like I'm going to manage it this particular time. Doesn't really matter. So just for anyone who's just joined us, welcome. Thanks very much for taking the time from your day to join 4K shipping news. There you go, there's a ferry shot. Coming to you from Okinawa in Japan. We're specifically in Naha. We're just in Naha. Literally a couple of hundred meters away is the next city in the sort of Naha area called Tomagishku, and yeah, so we're right on the boundary. I think the boundary is round about the causeway to Senagajima. And I think Naha still counts Senagajima as part of their territory. Yeah, so we're waiting on our first real arrival, and that's coming in from Nagoya, and that should not be too far away. In fact, I can see him on flight radar. And I see Japan Transocean Air are preparing to depart to Nagoya. So we might get him out before we get the incoming flight from Nagoya. It's looking a bit dark down there, isn't it? Bit dark down the end. Let's say. So we've got a bit of a cloud over that end of the runway. So it's sort of clouding it over a little bit. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so let me just catch up with you. See what's going on. Messages. Contract. Messages. There we go. That's sweet. I probably want to traffic stuff. Let's see our friend. Yeah, it's a little bit gloomy down that end, but I didn't take. Oh. Right. it's never a 4K aircraft live stream without a helicopter. And there's a helicopter for you. Yay! Thanks very much for braking. So that's great. So we've had our complimentary helicopter. So we can go the entire rest of the stream without seeing another helicopter. Yeah, that's going to go for about another hour and a bit. Don't really want to go much past 9ish, maybe 9:30 is the absolute last. Then I can throw everything in a bag and check out of the hotel here. Real shame to be leaving it, but unfortunately that's the way it's worked out. So to all our Japanese viewers, ohayo gozaimasu, ohayo gozaimasu, kochira koso. Arigatou gozaimasu. ちょうどいい天気です。沖縄。And we should first civilian arrival coming in shortly, so I better get practicing, getting my bearings sorted out. So what I'll do is I'll line them up on that, and I'll go up from there, and there we go. Found them. Coming in from Nagoya, which is where that departing JTA was headed. Terrific. Really nice. Don't see any smoke. So that's got to be super smooth peanut butter landing. Top stuff. Well done, Skylark. My favourite low-cost carrier. They have this brilliant funding. Panda-chan. Cho. Skymark のテールマークですね。尻尾マーク。スカイマークの星。黄色の章。星ね。Yep, peanut butter, that's the one. Let's camp. Some jar of super smooth peanut butter. Yeah, that's super bright still. Unfortunately, I've got my flash new glasses that I bought yesterday. Let's camp. My free world monitor, for some reason, when I look at it, the polarization on those glasses is really strange. It just completely blanks what's on the large monitor. The small monitor is absolutely fine, the one off the camera, but yeah, I've got something weird going on with the settings. I've got a bit of red fringing and that sort of stuff going on, so I obviously touched a button while I was switching it off and on, and I've switched it into an interesting mode. Probably have a bit of a play around with it and see if I can't clear that up, but honestly I can't be bothered. It's not super bright. It's not like the other day where the sun was directly into our faces. I would have loved those super new sunglasses the other day, but no, I went down to the store yesterday having broken my pair of Nikes, which are quite honestly rubbish sunglasses. Just don't buy a pair of Nike sunglasses. They're just not up to it. They're just rebadged some rubbish from China. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the store was that I went to yesterday. I can probably go in and find out. But these sunglasses are absolutely brilliant. You can wear them at night and you'll still get good vision. If you've got rain on the windshield, see straight through that. And if you've got sort of highly polarized images, then you'll be right there as well. We come round to where are we? Here we go. Found you. Right. One job to do, Seki. It's takeoffs and landings. Had a wee dip there, didn't he? I wonder if he just encountered a wee pocket of something. And this truck roll integrity column. Look around. Show you the tower. And show you, in fact, Skymark, where they have to taxi from. So they land on 185 and they have to taxi all the way in from out there. It's a bit like the reef runway in Honolulu, except this reef they built up from scratch. About 10 years ago they started it, and it took them a good 3 or 4 years to build the artificial island which the second runway is on. It's not like Kansai Airport where the entire airport is on the runway. Is on the artificial island. It's just the runway, that second runway, that's on the artificial island. The main runway here is probably on reclaimed land, I think, and yeah, they've it's been like that for quite a while. There's talk of them moving. Hankachi-san, ohayou gozaimasu. Itsumo arigatou gozaimasu. Nagasaki, ame furu? O ame? テレビニュース見たよ。 日本本島、と大雨がねえ、長崎も雨。That's a military, which is why we didn't see it on flight radar. So, yeah, that's a very lovely looking little jet. It's got a bit of a fancy radar dome under the nose there. I will have a quick look. Okay, no call sign, and where's he come from? Okay, so he originated here. He's gone out and he's done a patrol around and come back. And where's he gone? He's gone all the way down to, well, wouldn't you know it, he's gone all the way down to the Senkaku Islands, which are an inherent part of Japanese territory. That's what all the maps told me in Ishigaki, that the Senkakus are part of Japan, and don't you try and tell them any different. So yeah, he's been on a patrol down there. It's interesting that they send him all the way from Okinawa and didn't send him just out from Ishigaki, which is a lot closer. It's only about 100 miles, 160 k's between Ishigaki and the Senkaku Shoto. So let me just move you around there, and I'll just pull back a little bit so I can have a little bit more time just to flip things around. We've got Peach, the first of our peaches, Momo 923, and he's going to Taipei, so an international service. And yeah, so Okinawa, definitely an international airport. We've come into Japan through Okinawa before, and a couple of times actually. Last year we went to Taipei for a concert, just down there for a show, Perfume, my other passion in life. And yeah, so that's Okinawa to Taipei, and that's 923. Yeah, he'll be heading off there fairly shortly. Then I see Solar Seed. Oh no, Yamato Transport. So that cute 321 freighter is going to pay us another visit, and he's going to be in about 8 minutes, it says. So yeah, not too far away, just passing the strait between Iejima and Nago, Motogu side. Peach no Kyuni-san, Taipei made. integrity gone? So I'm wondering if we're going to get that Coast Guard pop out around here. Just leave it sort of focused a little bit around that area and see how far away that is. Take the opportunity to, here he comes. That's the Coast Guard. We saw that went down on the patrol down to the Senkaku. Shoto. It's a bit redundant to say Senkakujima Shoto. It's Senkaku Shoto. It's like saying the South Island. Pandaちゃんに waving to Peach もうそろそろねヤマトトランスポートの綺麗な飛行機ねかっこいい尻尾が I am not sure if I've got Yamato in my list. Right, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying there. Let's go. Yeah. Holy Land. Yeah, rather than sort of cheapish, made in China stuff. Yeah. I might have a wee play. Hopefully you don't actually get to see any of this stuff on the screen. So that's the menu button. Nope, that's a fail. Anyway, yeah, at some point I'll try and figure out how to get rid of that red fringe. And yeah, we won't be too far away from seeing our next arrival, Yamato Transport. We'll just see if we can pick him up. just coming round the Chatan Point up in Yomitan. Oh, sorry, that's the Yomitan Point. Chatan is the town, and Yomitan is above it, to the south. Yeah, so he's saying he's not too far away. Allegedly it's here now, but clearly that's wrong. Scheduled for a 2-hour journey, and it's taken him a little bit under an hour and no, it's actually taken him a couple of hours. I think he's obviously gotten delayed somewhere along the line. Maybe there's been a scheduling sort of a thing go on. But he departed pretty much on time from, I know what he would have been delayed a little bit out of Narita. Narita's notoriously bad for getting away after the curfew finishes at 6 o'clock in the morning. There's every man and his dog wants to get out of there. So still waiting on you. And in the meantime, we've got All Nippon 460, ANA or NH 460, and that's a 787-10. So that's your full-size Dreamliner, and he's off to Haneda, of course, in Tokyo, and that's where he's going to be. So he's going to head to there. I can see him now. There we go. Let's poke his head out, and there we go. So that's 787-10, 78X, if you're using the 3 character shortening. And just above him, we see Yamato Transport. I can see him there. Go up. There's Yamato Transport. Lights are still quite bright because we've got that grey cloud behind him. Sort of see him reasonably well. But I'll go back down to our Dreamliner. Let's see what we've got there. Lovely. Zoom in, and I'll go back to your chat. Let's see what you've got going on. Turn for his 18 left departure. Now we should be able to get both of these if he expedites his departure, which it looks like he's going to. Terrific. So we'll get him and we'll be able to get back for Yamato Transport. So I might just hit the old record button for both of these. that's another jar of super smooth peanut butter, mate. That was pretty nice. Give it maybe 9.5. It's right up there. Yep, Yamato transport. Should actually see if we've got enough members to do another bunch of emojis, because it'd be nice to put Yamato transport in the list. Kuroneko. So here you go. Here's your screenshot. Stop recording. Go to a bit of a wider shot for you. So it's 8:30. So we've got half an hour, and then we've got a little bit of overtime if we can sort things out quickly enough. I've got to throw all my stuff into bags and then get them into the car and check out. Hankachi-chan. Yamato ね、ありがとう。黒猫ね。もっと、黒Shisa. In Okinawa, they replace cats with Shisa, which is sort of a cross between a lion and a dragon. You'll see them on the roofs and entranceways to all the traditional Japanese dwellings, and even on the roofs and entranceways to major facilities here, you will see them. So superstition and what have you still carries a bit of weight here in Okinawa. So Shisa is revered here, and so instead of having the mark as a mother cat carrying a kitten, the Shisa basically is a black Shisa carrying a baby Shisa, and you can tell that because they put fangs on it, and a bit of a fluffy mane as a lion has, and yeah, my wife's got the t-shirts. I used to have the Yamato Takyu Shisa t-shirt as well, but I was looking for it. I was thinking of bringing it on this trip, but couldn't find it in my drawer at home. Here's another ferry shot before we go back and show you this next arrival. Back over here. Back and back, and there's solar seed. There you go. A little bit of smoke with that one. Not much of a bounce, maybe 7.5 to 8. Let me just zoom out and see our next one. Our next arrival is Ana 1201 from Fukuoka. Should be here in about 5 minutes or so. So here's Solar Seed, and go around to Yamato Transport, who are also operated by Solar Seed. So they carry an SJO code, flight number, and that's the extent of our telephoto zoom. Not quite as good as we could perhaps get with something a bit flasher, but that's what we've got at the moment. Certainly toying with the idea of spending some money on something a bit nicer. Certainly for night. So there we go. So that's so Ana, and then behind them is we got another special livery. We got the pink Jimbei Chan coming in from Fukuoka in the not too distant future. So we've got Ana. And then we've got Japan Transocean Air, Pink Jimbei, Sakura Jimbei, and it's coming in from Fukuoka. So yeah, not too long to wait for another special livery. We haven't seen any fighters, so a bit disappointed that I haven't been able to give you any fighters today. Yeah, but a bit sad about that, but yeah, we don't control what the military get up to. And I can actually see Ana 1201 out in the distance. Let's see if we can actually track it all the way in. A bit of a marker post down person was that? There's Anna. One from Fukuoka. Which is, of course, your Chiho is from. Chiho was probably working, I would say, today. She was kind enough to join us yesterday, sorting out her camera equipment. Bit of an expert on the old cameras. What about Let's Camp in the wedding videography business. Knows a lot about cameras. It's a stubby wee thing, isn't it? Just citation, sessionless citation. There's one up there. Somewhere. It's probably too far away. Is that, oh, he's descending, so that's nice. We might see the United States Marine Corps Cessna citation at some point. Sort of flying around, probably end up going back into Kadena. You're going to use it for flight training, I think. There we go. It's Sakura Junbe. On my way out. Might even press record right about now. It's going to turn into a pink whale shark. Probably just a whiff of smoke, maybe a 9.5. Sakura Junbe livery, which Airliners Live did not have in their fleet log app. Wrote to Andy and said, hey mate, you're gonna add these guys in. So if you weren't aware, fleet log is Airliners Live. Airliners Live are the largest aircraft streaming channel in the world by a long way. 1.5 million subscribers to that channel. massive channel. For all that, they don't really get, in the order of 10,000 viewers. I would imagine that they would have seen 10 to 20,000 viewers, concurrent viewers, fairly regularly, but they only seem to manage around about maybe 2.5, which is really Sid Squad and to a lesser extent Only Planes Network sort of level. Maybe LA flights, some of those guys might see sort of 2,000, 2,500. But anyway, Airliners Live have got an app. It's a paid app, unfortunately. I think what I would have done was I would have started off with a free version, and because it's still got a few kinks in it. For the likes of reporting these missing liveries, you actually have to write an email to Andy and the guys at Fleet Log and sort of say, hey, you're missing this one, this is the rego, all that sort of stuff. Whereas if they had built into the app the fact that you could just report it. Airliners Live for 2 years. Hey, g'day Carwin. Morning, mate. I doubtless you're out to the airport to capture another Emirates today. Yeah, you've certainly stepped up the old photography game, and we've seen some really beautiful photos. Carwin loves to photograph not only Emirates but Singapore Airlines when it takes off or lands at Christchurch. What have we got? Just right there. Look at that. Okay, so it's a military patrol aircraft. So just focus on that for a moment. Yeah, let's camp. I pretty much said exactly that to Andy, and he sort of said, well, we've been pretty diligent, but they're based in Europe. They're missing a lot of airlines, like for example, Thai Lion Airlines yesterday. I mean, that's the first time I've seen Thai Lion on any channel, and that includes likes of JNT, Captain JNT, who actually operates out of Shanghai. So yeah, let's see if Sakura is going to come around the corner. Oh wow! So it's about an hour and 15 late then, is it, Carwin? Yeah, that's not too good, mate. But I hope the day. What the conditions like in Christchurch today, mate? You're going to be able to get out to the airport and actually see it. Yeah, here's a bit more Sakura. What he's saying about Singapore Airlines. Did a divert to Melbourne? Wow. Is it illness or mechanical, mate? That's very unusual. If it's an illness, then you would probably see them blue skies and cold. Right. Yeah. Cold you can keep it. Blue skies, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can live with blue skies. Great. Great. So yeah, interesting that you've got that Singapore diverting to Melbourne. What an interesting place to divert to. I would have thought maybe they would have maybe gone into Sydney. Perhaps Sydney was too busy for them or something. But, and any word on it, whether it was a mechanical or an illness? Because yeah, if it was just an illness, you'd think they'd offload whoever it was, unfortunate, and any travelling companions in Melbourne, and then they would fuel it up and send it on over to Christchurch. So you're going to miss out on photographing. Oh, you've already missed out on photographing it this morning now, Carwyn, because it would have been just about due to a perfect streaming day, mate. You reckon? Yeah, well, if you get out there and set up in the next half an hour or so, I can sort of forward on to you, redirect. Yes, if you are enjoying this stream, as Let's Camp saying, do hit the like button. That's the simplest thing you can do to help us out. This stream will go and join my playlist of Okinawa content, and there's a few bits and pieces in there now. I dropped in a public version of the members only content, which was the it's the Kingdom of the Netherlands VIP jet, which came in last night. And yeah, it was all thanks to Flaming Galar, who saw it somewhere and sort of said, hey, look, we've got this special plane coming in. And it had a nice livery. It's a really nice livery on it. Not all militaries are created equal. I don't expect you to go, mate. I'm sort of picking Mike or Sean to go out there and get on with it. But, they may in fact be busy today. Okay. Forgot what it looks like. Maritime patrol. Looks like sending out one maritime patrol aircraft. Better push record, Seki. Oh, he's keeping it nice and low for us. Thank you so much, mate. You're brilliant. We love you. Look at that. No flight profile on you. Terrific stuff. Alright, he has gone behind the structural integrity pole. The other guy who was over here, when we saw the Junde come in, he taxied past the other side of that guy, and he has gone down the end down here. can see him now. Here we go. Went right past him. So there we go. So that's another maritime patrol. And it looks like they're going to go and do the maritime patrol stuff. And they're doing that in conjunction with sending out a Coast Guard vessel. If I can get around and see it. It's a Coast Guard vessel. Seems to be pushing a bit of propulsion out the back there. As you do. And making its way. They've got plenty of patrol vessels down in Ishigaki, which are a lot closer to the action, perhaps the action being around the Senkakus, which are a bit of a bone of political contention. Inherently part of Japan. We have to say that because we're here in Japan. Oh, Hankachi-san, arigatou gozaimasu. Nihon, yeah, that's exactly right. Hankachi-san, arigatou. 1600円ありがとうございます。So that's Skymark. The patrol aircraft has gone to the outer runway, 18 right. We may be taking off from 18 right. Just to... Mike is in Auckland tomorrow. Well, that is great news. I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow at all because it's the weekend and Senakajima would be rammed. If I was here in the hotel, I would not mind, but yeah. Let's switch that off. See if we can't see. We'll take off. Handa-chan, arigatou ne. Hankachi-san no super chat. Arigatou. $8:45, the meal has kicked in and knocked me out. Okay, you're a lightweight when it comes to food, are you? Yeah. Okay, so without the aid of flight radar, here's our next incoming. So, focus, thank you. Focus. Stay focused. That's it. Looks like Eva Air to me, and that will have come in from Taipei. Taipei, a wonderful place to go and visit. Nice and cheap. As far as hotel, we stayed at Amber Hotel, right in the middle of town. Very nice. We didn't get a flash room there. We were only staying one night. Yeah, it was very, very nice. Right in the middle of town. Cost us $5 on the train to get in from the airport. And then just a quick stroll across to the hotel. and the concert venue was walking distance again. So yeah, it was really, really good. We only went there for a day, or one night sort of thing. But yeah, definitely want to go back to Taiwan and check it out, because the food there was really cheap and great quality as well. G'day Fozzie, good to see you mate. Wonderful to see you. 日本語で、そうですね。ありがとう、ハンカチさん。So over here, I have not flown on. I have flown on China, and that's how we got to Japan this time. And I won't bore you again with my tale of woe about, I might give you my opinion of Australia. But going through Sydney Airport is not a good way to get to Japan. So might look in future. Oh, here's a patrol aircraft. Hankachi-sanの飛行機ね。日本の旗。So, okay. What's next? Anna. A little bit more smoke and a little bit of a bounce too. So not the flashiest of landings, down into the, probably knock a couple of points off, so yeah, down to about a 7 I would say on that one. So it's just gone 9 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, Pound Road is yeah. I really think the Mound or yeah, I guess Pound Road has sort of got it a bit sorted out now, Carwin. Those Pound Road shots, really starting to look good. But yeah, I think for me, now that I've got this lens extender sort of worked out, I can quite happily go to the Mound every single time, unless I go to the Aero Club and their balcony there. And of course, the benefit of being at the Aero Club is you can enjoy a pie or a sausage roll, and definitely my drink of choice from there is one of Jocelyn's chai lattes. I might just look around. I've got another one. Come on. Try and get you focused. Focus, there we go. And this is Tiger. Tiger. tiger here. There you go. So tiger here. Yes. Wow, okay, so we've got the Shohei Ohtani special livery. If you didn't know about baseball, Shohei Ohtani is a Japanese baseball player and he plays in the major leagues in the United States, and he's the best player in the league. He's the home run king and he also pitches. Last year he didn't pitch very much because he'd injured himself the year before, and yeah, so he ended up just batting last year, and he smashed an incredible number of home runs, and home runs is sort of like how you measure success in baseball terms. And yeah, he absolutely demolished them in terms of home runs last year. But this year his rehabilitation on his pitching arm has finally been completed and he's able to pitch again. So, oh, there's Skymark. Just photobombing us a bit. And here's Shohei's plane, Japan Airlines 789 for Shohei Ohtani special livery. It's crossing the Tiger Airways, which we saw then just a moment ago. So here's Shohei's plane. So slow down. And he's making really-ish exit. One thing I notice about the these 380, 359s compared to the Dreamliners is they pull up a lot faster. You notice it especially at the likes of Haneda. They pull up a good maybe 200 meters short of the Dreamliner, and yeah, so I guess that's down to wider construction, use of composite materials rather than outright aluminium and whatever other strong materials the Boeings use. The Airbus just seems to be that little bit better. So there you go, you can see Shohei's profile on there. And yeah, he is a huge deal here in Japan. They love anybody who makes a big splash on the world stage. Now I guess the same goes for New Zealand. When New Zealander does well overseas, I'm thinking likes of Scott Dixon or you know, those sorts of high-profile sports people. Of course, the All Blacks, but yeah, this is sort of an individual who's joined a foreign team, a foreign league, in fact, and yeah, he's turned into the best player in the league. course, Japanese absolutely love me for that. There's Peach landing in the background. I tell you what, I think what I'll do is I will make that the final aircraft for today's stream. I'd like to thank everybody for coming along. Thanks for liking the stream. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. It's going to be in the list of Okinawa content, the Okinawa playlist. What I've noticed is it takes YouTube a while to actually upgrade the quality to 4K after the stream's finished. It may take 2 or 3 days for the longer streams to get upgraded to the 4K, but the rest of the content there I'll be adding to. I'll add a lot more public clips if you're not a member, but members, you will definitely get a lot of special content just for you. So yeah, thank you very much for coming along and joining us for these streams from the Hotel Airport View, Naha. It's been a pleasure staying here. The bandwidth is terrific, certainly enough to sustain these streams. I suffered in Fukuoka and Nagasaki from lack of bandwidth. Then I found that Nagasaki actually had plenty of bandwidth. You just had to know where to find it. And once I'd solved that problem, then I ran into overheating issues in Nagasaki. Mitigated that. Yeah. Thanks very much, mate. It's not the last stream that I'll attempt. I'm gonna see what bandwidth is like on Seneca, and if it's any good, then I will try and get it live from Senegajima. It's not going to be on the weekend. Don't want to get in Mike's way. Mike from NZ1 Aviation, really great guy. If you look in my channel's description, you will see NZ1 Aviation listed. Click on that and you can go and join NZ1 Aviation. At least subscribe to NZ1 Aviation if you haven't already, and yeah, if you consider becoming a member and supporting Mike. Really, as I say, he's a really great guy, works in the aviation industry, works I believe for Air New Zealand. I don't think I'm spilling too many beans when I say that. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll wrap it up there with the view of a control tower. Maybe I might whip around and give you this view. So that's patrol vessel out there. And you can see the Kiriyama shop in the background. So yeah, that's enough for me. I will shut up and I'll start packing up. Cheers. Bye.